So this is about speaking up, speaking your truths, not being fearful of what you have to say, not being fearful of how people perceive what you have to say, but standing true to yourself and being able to know that your opinion matters. If somebody's not interested in your opinion, don't bother. Don't bother sharing it, because that's wasting your energy. It doesn't make sense to, you're not convincing anybody of anything. Either you share your energy with somebody that's receptive to receiving it, or don't bother to share it. Do you get me? But use your voice when it makes sense to you to use your voice. Don't be fearful of your voice. Don't be fearful of your opinions. Don't be fearful of how people perceive what you have to say. We have the letter L. So there could be somebody that has passed that their initial is the letter L, or the letter L makes sense to them in some way. But I can also interpret it as love. Love the way you look tonight. Do, 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 do. Could be to love yourself. There's a message coming through of loving yourself, because the next message is compassion. So to have the L and then compassion right after it, I feel it is about you being compassionate with yourself. Especially with this, the throat chakra. The throat chakra is being honest. Love. This is like a Jack energy that's coming out. I'm being shown a Jack energy. It's like somebody that is very encouraging to other people and has a lot of compassion to offer outside of themselves, but you don't generally give yourself that. You're not giving yourself the love and compassion that you deserve, which is why you don't speak out. You've kind of held it in because people haven't made you feel that you're good enough to be able to speak. So to other people, you're this beautiful version of love and giving and compassion, but towards yourself, there's this inner bully that comes out of you and is asking you to love yourself. That will help you to be able to speak your truths. Oh, beautiful. Love, compassion, guardian angel. It's the name Rachel. Rachel for me represents a guardian angel. This is like, there's so much love, isn't it? Ooh, I feel all tingly. There's so much love. What's this? Whoa, a rabbit. The future is bright. The rabbit for me also is like, it's an animal that produces lots of, no? It's very productive. So I always think of it as a very fertile animal. So whatever you put your energy into, you are creating abundantly. So it is about you trusting in what you're creating, understanding that the seed that you're planting today is, the future is bright, is going to be able to bring the manifestation and the opportunities from it. And it's believing in that seed, not needing to go every day and check on that seed and check how much it's grown and whether it's strong enough and whether it's got this or whether it's got that, but putting the love and attention into it, nurturing it. Compassion is a nurture, isn't it? Nurturing it to be able to allow what it is that you're building in your world to grow, to be fertile. God, this is so full of love. It's unbelievable. This is definitely a Jack energy, yeah? This is definitely for those of you, Spirit are coming through for you, super strong with a whole load of love. Nothing's going to change my love for you. You want to know by now how much I love you. One thing you can't be sure of, I'll never ask for more than your love. Nothing's gonna change my love for you. You wanna know by now how much I love you. You wanna change my whole world too, but nothing's gonna change my love for you. Beautiful. Nothing's gonna change my love for you. Ooh. That song for me is your higher self. It could be somebody from Spirit sending that song to you, that there's nothing that you can do that can stop it from loving you. But for me, this is like higher self message. This is like your higher self singing to you that it doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter what you do to yourself. There is nothing that makes your higher self not love you. There's nothing that you can do that will make it judgmental of you. There's nothing you can do that will make it feel less than towards you. There's nothing, because all it has for you is love, unconditional love. The swordfish, I am adaptable. I am adaptable. I am adaptable is an affirmation to use to help yourself to be adaptable, to remind yourself of that you can be adaptable, that you can create change within your world, that you are able to bring new experiences, new versions of yourself out. I love that it's a swordfish as well, because the swordfish, it's got that big sword coming out of its nose, or coming out of its face, no? And it's like you can cut through the nonsense. You can cut through what doesn't work for you. You can cut through the inner bully. You can cut through the version of yourself that doesn't want you to love itself. And you can adapt to become this version of yourself, this more loving, compassionate, nurturing version of self to self, because this is what you are to other people. You're just lacking it towards yourself. So this is all about you being that for yourself. We have Callum, expectant baby. There could be somebody here that has wanted to get pregnant. This could be a message that now is your time. Your time is coming. So stop worrying. Be loving and nurturing towards self. I can also interpret it as, especially because it's underneath the rabbit, that it's fallen. And the rabbit is about the future being bright. I did speak about the rabbit. I did speak about the rabbit and the manifestations, Wani, and what you're putting energy into. And I do interpret rabbits as a creativity, fertilization, things coming into the world, which makes sense to a baby. It doesn't have to be a baby. It could be an idea. It could be a change. You move somewhere. It could be a job change. It's whatever it is. But it is something that goes for a period to change. And it's expectant baby. So that means that it's something that you've already worked on. So as long as it's whatever it is that you've worked on to bring into the world, to be able to develop this thing, to give birth to it, whatever that thing is, it's coming. We have the name Jerry, father figure. So there is a father figure with you guys, however that makes sense to you. A father figure. It doesn't necessarily have to be your father, but it would have been somebody that you felt like a fatherly, that they acted like a fatherly figure to you. We have coin. Like I said earlier, coin for me represents grandfather. So a coin is grandfather. So there's a father figure with you. There's a grandfather figure with you. Ooh. Wow. There's another one of David, and it actually represents another father figure. So that father figure is coming out super strong at this moment. David, dad or brother. That's what I've written in my dictionary, dad or brother. On this piece of paper, it says that strong male role model. I feel like it's connected to these though, because David for me is, my dad's name is David, was David, and my older brother's name is David. So it could be, I can interpret it that it is a dad or a brother that's passed over. But I've written strong male role model, because for me in my life it's two people that have that name. So it's connected to somebody that there was a big connection with this person when they were here. I can also connect it to like this junior thing. There was a senior and a junior. Wow. Oh. This is kind of like Rachel. It says Dominic. It says rainbows. It's kind of like the name Rachel for me. Rachel was a message of guardian angel. For me it represents rainbows. Rainbows for me represent a message that they're letting you know you're on the right path. You're doing the right thing. You're putting energy where you need to put energy. Keep putting that energy into what you're doing. Follow the signs and synchronicities. Rainbows for me, I see them everywhere, every day, and they're always a message for me that it's like a confirmation for me of good job, Bridget. Good job, Bridget. Good job, Bridget. It's like the universe telling me, good job, Bridget. So whatever that sign and synchronicity of is for you, because rainbows, that is my understanding of good job, Bridget. Whatever that is for you, it could be a rainbow, but it could be something else. It could be the coins that you keep seeing. It could be, or you keep finding. It could be an animal you keep seeing that represents somebody that passed over. Whatever it is that sign and sync, or numbers, whatever that sign and synchronicity is for you, when you connect to that sign and synchronicity, you know, when you see a rainbow, I don't know that somebody can see a rainbow and they don't feel good about seeing the rainbow. It's always uplifting. It's always inspiring. It's always like, wow, no matter how it's a bit like a shooting star. It doesn't matter how many times you see them, you're in awe of it every time you see it. It's like that. Whatever you see that makes you feel that way, or whatever synchronicity it is that you keep seeing, connect to that feeling, that connection to source energy, that love that source energy provides for us, that joy and happiness that comes through you from that connection. The snail, I am protected. Yeah, I mean, we can see that with guardian angel, rainbows, all of this male dominated energy here, and then I am protected. It's like, whoa. The snail, I am protected, is an affirmation to use to remind you that you are protected. It also tells me that sometimes, like with this throat chakra thing, that there's this reluctance to share your voice. You know, the snail, it's like a slug. But you know, a slug for me, the message for the slug is exposed. But the snail, it has this house that it's able to go back into when it feels like it's not being supported, or when it's fearful, it has this house to go back into. But I feel that what happens sometimes that house is a comfort zone, and you're using it as a comfort zone and not coming out of the house because you're not sure what's going to be on the outside in that place that you don't know. So you're using it as a place to hide yourself rather than explore, knowing that you have the protection all around you. You don't have to keep going into that house all the time because you are in the house. You are naturally in that house. You naturally have that protection around you. There is this bubble around you. It isn't about you having to remain somewhere for comfort, but understanding that no matter if you come outside, no matter if you go there or you go there, that protection that you're looking for is all around you. It's not because you're staying inside this protective bubble that you're protected. You just simply are protected. The donkey, trust your intuition. The donkey also has a lot of endurance. It's very strong. It carries a lot of weight. So it's about you understanding that you, despite how heavy something may feel to you, you've got this. That was in the other one, isn't it? But it's come back up. You've got this. No matter how heavy something is, you're still going to reach your destination. It's just whether you feel heavy along the way of getting there, or whether you understand that that protection is helping you to carry everything that you're carrying, so you don't need to carry the full weight of it. That is the love and compassion towards self. I spoke about brother with the David message, because I said my dad and my brother are both called David. Now we have Raymond. Raymond is my younger brother. This is a family affair. It's a family affair. This is a proper family affair, yeah? You've got a dad figure, a grandfather figure, and a brother figure. Older brother figure, younger brother figure. A generational name that goes on within the family. Wow. Wow. There's a lot of male energy in this reading. You guys have a lot of male energy around you. We have the name Richard. Big friendly giant. Big friendly giant to me, I mean, with all this male energy, and you've got a strong male role model, big friendly giant, I feel it will be connected to one of these energies. The grandfather, the dad, the brothers. That there is this big friendly giant. It's somebody that was kind of big in frame, not necessarily fat, but big in frame, but they were so soft. Boxer dog, time for some action. Time for some action. This is telling you, get out there and do something. It's taking me back to the beginning with this this hanger that came through, and my quote, doing something different. Stop doing the same thing all the time. Do something different than what you're used to. Allow yourself to become someone different, and that requires you to do something different than what you're used to. I got this song going around in my head. When I said believe in yourself, it was like, if you believe in love after life, I can feel the dew inside myself. Really don't think it's strong enough, no. If you believe in love after life, life after love. It's like understanding that love can still come even though things change. And then I opened this and it was like, God, this is just, it's like just reaffirming and reaffirming and reaffirming constantly. We have the caterpillar. Transformation is upon you. The caterpillar is the part that it experiences, and it has all these lessons, and it absorbs all of these lessons. And then from the caterpillar, the cocoon happens, and there's this processing stage, and that's where I feel that you guys are in this processing stage. You're kind of getting to know what you like, what you don't like. Who are you at this moment? Who do you want to be walking forward? What do you want to do? What can you do to change where you are? Because there has to be an action to change where you're going from what you're seeing at this moment. If you keep doing the same things that you're doing over and over and over again, you're going to keep seeing the same results. Your experiences do not change that much. What your environment doesn't change that much. Your situations don't change that much. Your people don't change that much. Nothing really changes. So this transformation upon you is you have this opportunity to become this butterfly. But while you're in this processing stage, there is a necessity to look at yourself, to change certain things. What is it that you can change? I'll give you an example, and it's silly, but it makes a difference. If you're used to, I bit my tongue. If you're used to brushing your teeth with your right hand, one simple change could be begin to brush your teeth with your left hand. It sounds like such a silly thing, but the thing is that you're bringing yourself to conscious awareness by doing it with your left hand, because you don't do it. If you usually eat with your right hand, eat with your left hand. The same thing. You're consciously doing something rather than subconsciously doing something. The subconscious keeps you in the same place. The conscious is creating something different. If you use a different hand, it means that you're also using a different part of your brain, which means that there's wires, you're rewiring certain things in your brain so that you act in different ways. It doesn't have to be these huge, big steps that we take. It could be just simple little things that we do along the way. Yeah. Relight my fire. Your love is my only desire. Relight my fire, 'cause I need your love. Lulu, and Take That. There's quite a few songs here, isn't there? There's the Nothing's Gonna Change My Love For You. There's the song that came through me, the Share song, and then this song. So like, out of this reading, there's 3 songs that have come through. There's 4 songs actually. I'm going to tell you why there's 4 songs, because there's this Dominic with rainbows, and whenever I see rainbows I always think of somewhere over the rainbow, way up high. Do 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 do, why oh why can't I? There's quite a lot of music going on in this, so I feel that whatever spirits are with you are quite musical. They definitely have a strong music. They're definitely very connected to music. One of the ways that they connect to you could be through music that they sing. You like that song? I love that song. That they speak to you through music. You turn the radio on and the music's really relevant to what you're experiencing at that moment. It gives you clarity. There are answers that come from it. There's a connection that you feel from it. You're feeling down and music just comes on and it lifts you up. So Relight My Fire is about you. It's that same message. It just keeps coming back up. I can't get away from that message. Okay, it makes a lot of sense. Relight My Fire. Again, how do you relight a fire? It's by putting energy into something. If you've just got the fire going and going and going, it means that it's been left. There's no energy being put into it. It becomes the embers. It's like it's just been left alone to its own device. This is about taking action. It just keeps coming back up. It is about taking action, doing something different. Relight My Fire is, what is it that, it's like, if you were that stoke in that fire, what would you be putting into that fire? Okay, so you have a fire and it's now to the embers, and you put the wood in the fire, and you have to blow it a little bit to get it, like the embers lit a little bit, and then it starts catching fire to that wood. What is that wood for you? What is that? What are you putting into that fire? So you like dance. You go to dance classes. You go to clubs that you're able to dance. You invite some friends round and you put some music on and you just dance, or whatever it is. You like singing. You sing. It's doing something that feels fulfilling. It feels inspiring. It feels like it's lighting her up. It's getting the fire inside of herself blazing. What is that for you? How do you relight your fire? And do that, because at the moment you haven't been putting that energy into lighting that fire. You haven't been putting that energy into doing something different, being somebody different, experiencing something different. And if that's what you're doing, then that caterpillar transformation is upon you, means that you're then not coming out of that cocoon as the butterfly, because you're still in that caterpillar stage of experiencing and experiencing and experiencing. You're on that wheel of experiencing rather than the processing and moving beyond that processing, because you've realized that, well, you know what? I don't want to put energy into that anymore. I don't want to put energy into that person anymore. I don't want to just sit down and watch TV and series. I'm going to read. Instead of doing this, I'm going to paint a painting. Instead of doing this, I'm going to go to college and do this. Instead of doing this, I'm going to move to that place. Instead of living here, I'm going to live there. Whatever it is for you, but it's about creating change within your world, little by little, that send these ripples out into the universe, that you have been asking for the change, and the ripples will come back to you, bringing that change to you. But the ripples that you send out cannot come back differently to what you've sent out. So if your whole day in your subconscious is being sent out, they're the same ripples you've sent out every day. There is not a lot of change coming back towards you.